Hey everyone, it's Josh Sachs here again with another episode of Local Pros. With Here with me today, I have the Young Guns of Ontario, three wonderful players who I've met over the last few years of playing and have routinely thrown it further than I could hope in about 3 shots. So, first off, we have the first place finisher at the 2023 Forefathers Open and the Summer at Winter Farms Open, Mr. Jake Voskamp. Welcome,
Hello,
Jake.
hello. Thanks.
Next up, we have the winner of the 2023 Spartan Discs Open and runner-up at the 2023 Northern Ontario Championships, Mr. Joe Vander.
What's up?
And last but not least, the runner-up of the 2023 Project 15 Open and third place at both the Canadian National Championship and Eastern Ontario Championships, Mr. Kalan Schat.
What's up? Happy to be here.
So I will say you guys definitely embody the Young Guns persona, because I'm pretty sure you guys could give Thomas a run for his money when it comes to distance off the tee.
Not me, Jake.
Joe, you're
360.
Joe and Jake are the only ones you can talk to. I'm maxed out at like 450, so yeah.
Kalan throws farther on the course than in an open field for some reason.
So he knows how to get through the woods.
Yeah,
some would say that. Yeah,
so it's helpful in a lot of the courses we have up here for sure.
Depends which Thomas you're talking about. Thomas Hums.
That's true. You probably all outdrive Thomas Hums.
I don't know,
he's got sneaky distance. See to your back end. Is that what we decided?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys in your ranking lists. So I mean, Joe and Kalan, I know you guys do a lot of videos together, often at tournaments. And I think the only reason Jake gets left out sometimes is because he's actually still at school.
Yeah.
He doesn't have all this free time you guys have, studying at university. So before we look into like the disc golf side of things, how did you guys all get into this sport?
I'll go first. I played Ultimate throughout high school. And then COVID started, and a buddy of mine just like asked me if I want to go for a round of disc golf. And I was like, sure, we'll try it. And like after the first round, I ordered discs online.
Kalan?
Sweet, yeah. I my family kind of always played disc golf, but I never liked it. Like I'd come with just to get like the fast food afterwards, just because I wanted the Wendy's. But I never liked it, so I'd kind of just like give up after 2 holes. But then, same thing during COVID. I was bored. My brother forced me to come with him, and then, got an ace a couple months into playing, and kind of got hooked then.
All right, I'll go. Lots of people don't know this, but I started way before 2020. I started in 2016, and I played Ultimate Frisbee a couple years before that. But my uncle in like 2016 took me out to the Paris course, and then I started loving it, but I was still 13, so I couldn't really get to courses. And then Columbia Lake course got put in fall 2018 in Waterloo, and I could ride my bike there. So that's when I started to pick up and played my first tournament.
Because the downside to Ontario is it seems like we have a lot of courses, but none of them are terribly like close together or necessarily within municipal boundaries. So it's kind of hard to get out if you're not right next to a course type thing.
Yep. Yeah, we have a lot for Canada, but it's not a lot compared to anywhere else.
You look at a map of like Canada versus the US, and the US will have stuff like you go across the border to New York, and it's like, by the way, there's like 30 disc golf courses within half an hour of the border, versus on this side of the border, it's like you're lucky to get 6 or 7 within the same span.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys moved up, at least from what I saw, pretty fast if you really got into it in 2020, because I remember seeing most of you guys at the NatSats event at P15. I think most of you were there. I think. Whoop, we lost Kalan.
Kalen wasn't there.
Kalan wasn't there.
No,
Thought
I
he
was
was,
there.
maybe not.
I wasn't there. No, I just said that because he disappeared.
But I know, Jake, at that point you were playing MA1, were you not?
Yeah, MA1. Yeah.
So what made you make the jump up?
I found myself playing at MA1 tournaments, and I'd play pretty good, but I'd always be in contention no matter how I felt I played. And then I got a couple wins in MA1, and I think the first tournament I moved up was Timmel in 2021, I believe.
Tough tournament to move up during, considering the level of player that tends to come out to that one.
He beat me by one stroke.
It was one of my best events that I've actually played, so that was a funny thing.
Do you get a chance to play the course a lot, or kind of only around tournament time?
Only around tournament time. Like I'll go maybe once a summer before the tournament, but we'll see when it is this year. Hopefully I can make it out again.
We got Kalan back.
Good boys.
So we're just asking Jake what got him to move up. So I guess I'll pose the same question to you. At what point did you decide it was time to move from the AM divisions up to pro?
Yeah. So I played most of my, I think it was 2022 season in AM1, and then I won Foxwood Open, the A tier, and then 2 or 3 other C tiers or B tiers around there. And like those wins never felt like I played my absolute best. And that's kind of when I felt like it was time for the pro division.
And Joe, I know I'm pretty sure the first tournament I met you at may have been P15, but I know I saw you at that year's Foxwood Open, where you were already playing in the pro division and on the chase card.
Yeah, Timmel 2021 was also my first pro event. Actually, yeah, I mean I played a flex start before that, but doesn't really count. But yeah, similar to Jake, I won my first MA1 tournament in August of 2021, the Christie Lake Summer Sizzler. And it was just a personal goal to win that and then move up. And it was actually only like my 4th tournament because there were basically no tournaments in 2020. So and then played Toronto Island, and I just wanted to because everyone else like McKinley, Baynard, and Jake were playing MPO, so I was like, yeah, this is what I should do.
That's it. Time to move up. Well, was it? So maybe I'm remembering the dates wrong, because I thought that was the year you qualified for a USDGC.
Yeah, it was both years, 2021 and 2022. So basically played USDGC 2 months after my first MPO tournament. And it shows.
That's a little bit of a trial by fire.
Yeah, but it was sick.
So any big tournaments this year that you really want to reflect or care to reflect on? I know I saw 2 of you guys out in PEI for Canada's first ever silver DGPT event, although it was a silver series, which rest in peace, those don't seem to exist anymore. But is there anything specifically memorable about those kind of events for you?
Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. So what's fun for me is I got to play 2 silver series this year, one with Jake and one with Joe. So it's kind of like I got to play one with each of the young guns. So me and Jake went to Rochester. Neither of us played up to our hopes and expectations, but it was still a fun experience all around. And then me and Joe, or Joe and I don't know, went up to the PEI and we played the Rose Valley course.
Yep.
Rose Hill, something like that.
That
was a good time. I played pretty solid there. Joe played a little under his hopes, I think. But I think after the first round, I was like the highest finishing Canadian. So that felt good. I think I was the highest finishing Canadian besides Thomas Gilbert overall. So solid takeaways from those events.
Yeah, that was an interesting event because I know every day it seemed it was like okay in the morning as first MPO cards start going out. the wind starts picking up and getting worse and getting worse as the day kept going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So your first day may not have been as bad as the second day if you were finishing high up.
Yeah. Second day killed me just with the wind. I think I shot 960 something right around and fell down a lot. And then the final round, I shot like it was either 999 or 1,000. It was like okay, there were like two par fives or two par fours that should have been par fives, and if they would have been par fives, they would have been hard par fives. So those also were quite hard to play. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, and then the other standout tournament was Canadian Nationals. I'm sure we'll talk about it more, but I had like a decent starting round, got on the third card, and then I went like 9 under through 10 on the front, or like on the first 10 holes of the second round. I shot like a 12 under to get back onto the lead card. And then it was like Kalan, me, Casey, and Brian on the lead card. And that was a crazy final round. Kalan and I ended up tying, and well, you have to watch Park Pro to see what happens. But it was electric.
Oh, we got him back. And Jake, I know you were down for the collegiate championships in the States this year, were you not? Or last year?
I went to so last year I wasn't, but I went to a regional qualifier this fall, and then I'm going to nationals this spring.
Nice. Whereabouts is it this year?
It's at Winthrop this year, which is actually super cool. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm probably going to another qualifier out in BC in February at Raptors Knoll. So I'm playing like some of the nicest courses I've heard of and I know of, all just on the college disc golf circuit, which is awesome.
I was gonna say, it seems to be a pretty wide circuit coming from Ontario and having to go all the way out to BC to play an event.
Yeah, Trinity Western's treating us pretty well, so it just makes sense to go out there.
Yeah, for sure. Since a couple of you guys brought it up, although we seem to have lost Kalan again. Joe or Jake, were you at the Canadian Championships this year, or were you not?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So, what was that experience like?
I thought it was a great experience. We all stayed together, which was really fun. Just got an Airbnb in Thunder Bay. Tournament wise, like it was awesome watching these guys absolutely shred. Like it was super fun to watch. That weekend my putting was a bit off, so felt like I was throwing the disc just as well as the lead card when I was watching, but I just couldn't execute on the putting green. So shot a lot of 980 rated rounds, and that was the theme of my year really. But overall, like great experience, fantastic tournament.
Was there anything you preferred about one course over the other?
I was a big fan of Dragon Hills. It was a lot of fun track. I didn't love Birch Point or whatever it was. It just felt like too like park style of a course for a national championship. And like the scoring separation wasn't fantastic, but overall Dragon Hills, when the wind got up, it was a tough course, and it was a lot of fun.
Joe, before we Kalan back in you, hopefully
We don't know
steady for a bit. What were your takeaways from nationals this year?
Yeah, I would say the trip was just as fun as the tournament. We did a lot of we didn't do a lot of random stuff, but we went to this waterfall where a bunch of the other players hung out too and did a bunch of swimming. And it was just like a great trip all around. And then course-wise, I would just echo what Jake said. The Birch Point course was basically birdie or die. So it's really hard to like move yourself up on that course. Mm-hmm. And Dragon Hills was a lot better for score separation because there's OB and the wind and longer holes. But overall, Dragon Hills was still, like for MPO players, relatively easy. You just have to like make your putts.
Yep. Kalan, was your takeaway? Any takeaways specifically from the Canadian Championships this year?
He's frozen.
We lost him again. Poor Kalan and the bad internet connection out there.
He's thinking. He's still thinking. Just let him think.
He's just gonna talk about his first round. So.
Yeah, we need a whole 5 minutes for that.
From what I saw watching you guys or watching the scores because I couldn't make it up there this year, he had a pretty damn good first round.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I got to watch the last 3 or 4 holes, and like it was crazy. He could not mess up. And like the first 2 holes are like 2 of the easier on the course, and he went par. And then
Yeah.
some of the holes that he did birdie, like to go on a streak like that is like absolutely unbelievable.
He was on the like UDisc records for this year for longest birdie streak, tied for first.
Wow.
At 16.
I mean, I believe it because I've seen that course, and I know what you guys. I mean, I didn't play the layout you guys played because AM2 and all, but like I've seen the layout. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And to
Even
go
to
on the
do
streak
that,
like that is beyond impressive.
Yeah, I mean, even to do that on an easy course is mentally hard.
I mean, you can go 16 down on Foxwood, right, Joe?
17 on Reds was my record, but it wasn't like 17 in a row.
Probably had some eagles in there.
No, it was just all birdies, and I missed hole 8 over the green, which is like 240 wide open, and I don't know why I missed it, but yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, right? So, do you guys have any? Well, hopefully, Kalan comes back, but we'll move on. Any specific off-season plans for this year? Stuff you're working on in your game, that kind of thing.
For me, reworking my putt a little bit, not much, but mostly trying to get it back to how I putted in 2022. I've been watching like a lot of videos of myself putting, and I'm like trying to figure out what was different back then, because it all relatively feels the same. But I was a lot better of a putter in 2022 than I was this past season. And then like slight adjustment with my backhand, but not much really because I'm pretty happy with it. And then just relaxing, just taking a good break and resetting. Felt like I kind of got burnt out later in the year, just playing so much disc golf like all the time. I've been really enjoying the break, and I'm stoked for 2024.
Joe?
I'm going to say the same things again, but more so on the putt, more reworking, because my putt has slowly become more and more nose down over the past year or so. And it's just not scalable to like trying to be a really good MPO player, because when the wind hits or when I'm putting outside of 25 feet, it's just not viable. So I'm just trying to change the mechanics of my putt and not repeat practice with bad form, because that's working backwards. And I'm also enjoying the break right now. That's another reason why I left my sponsor, was just a bit of burnout because I was playing a ton. So I've been enjoying like playing casually a bit more, and then focusing on some like putting more focus into individual tournaments.
So, are you looking at potentially a lighter schedule for this season?
Yeah, like probably 10 would be my ideal number. And then I'm also considering Worlds and hopefully going to qualify for USDGC. Depends on the Foxwood qualifier.
I mean, you do have another chance because we've got another qualifier in Ontario this year at Haute Goat.
That is true. That is true.
I still have yet to play. I've heard only good things about that course. So I'm looking forward to it this year. So I don't know, Kalan, if you heard the question, but just asking if there's anything you're working on this off season.
Oh man, what am I working on this off season? It just kind of, I'm not playing as much, just busy with school and other sports for school, but just getting out there playing, practicing, like finding discs that I want for next season is what I've mainly been working on, because there's a lot of slots in my bag last season that I just wasn't comfortable with. So finding the right destroyer for the shot or the right buzz for the shot, there was a slots that I was missing, so finding the disc that can fit there for me.
And that kind of leads into the next question about if you guys have any specific goals for next year, ratings wise, maybe tournament you want to get to. We'll start with Kalan. Just while he's got the internet connection, may as well.
Rapid fire.
Yeah. Can you guys
Then
hear me?
I went.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? We're good.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
what are the goals for next season? All right. Obviously, I want to get my first MPO win. These guys have plenty. They don't need another one. I mean, even a C tier. I just want anything at this point. I've thrown a couple too many away. I want to hit. I don't think I'll be able to quite hit 1,000 rated next season. I mean, maybe that's a bad mindset, but I want to push up closer to that number for sure, pushing like above 990, maybe closer to like Joe's rating sort of thing, 996. That'd be a good number to get to. Yeah, take down a win. Those are the main goals there.
Joe?
Rating wise, I'd say 10-10. It's high but achievable just because of putting. Because I throw probably like a 10-30 rated player, but putt like a 980 rated player. So trying to bring those both up to level. And Kalan, that's a bad mindset. You should shoot for 1,000. I'm just gonna say it. Like he's easily can be 1,000. And then specific tournament wise, I really want to qualify for USDGC again at Foxwood Open. And I want to consistently win more. This past year, I've had a lot of tournaments where I have a very average first round, and then I'll turn it on the second or third round if there is one, and shoot like a 10-30, and then end up in like third or second or something. So if I can just put those together, I really want to just get better at playing as good as I can for the first round. Basically, that's my problem. And then, yeah, which is winning more tournaments and getting a consistent putt with good mechanics that is repeatable.
Lofty goals for sure. And Jake, anything specific you're looking for over this season?
Yeah, for me, I want to win a B tier or above, at least one of them. I know I can do it. Rating wise, I'm hoping for a big jump this year because I started last year at 983, and right now I'm sitting at 974. Just didn't have a great.
That's me. Sorry.
All good. Didn't have a great year, so it's gonna be like almost easy to increase my rating if I play the way I know I can. So like last year I wanted to get as close to 1,000 as I could, and I just didn't have a good year. So I think a goal for mine would be around the 990. I know I can push for 1,000, but that's going to take
Sorry
really
about
good
this,
golf
guy. I
all
told you I
year.
didn't trust my computer very much.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm not the one bugging. Let's go.
Yeah, you're all good.
You know, now that Josh is not working, I'll lead this. You know what the main issue is with us young guns is we throw so well, but we just can't putt. It's all of our
Yeah.
issue.
We
all
pretty
do the
much
same
all
thing.
Hey,
throw like
if
10,
there's a
10,
putting
30
coach
rating.
out there, hit me up. 'cause
Yeah,
I'll pay you.
hit us Canadian kids up, bro. We need you.
Yeah.
Putting's hard,
Okay.
and it shouldn't be that hard.
Sorry about that. My computer just went, so
There we go.
editing. That'll be fun. Sorry, Jake, I missed like that entire answer.
Yeah, I'll reiterate it. I want to win a B tier or above, and I really want to win at P15. That's my home course, and I love it there. And then rating wise, I was just saying that I think it's going to be pretty easy to increase my rating this year because I had like a 9-point drop over the last year. I just didn't play very good, and if I play the way I can, and I usually, I'll be able to boost it quite a bit. So if I can get to like 990, push as far as I can. It's going to take consistency, but I know I got it in me. And then, just overall consistency with every part of my game, mental, physical, anything. Just want to line myself up for as much success as I can have.
So before I let you guys go, we're gonna do a rapid fire round. Try not to think about the answer too much. So we're gonna start with Jake, go to Kalan, then Joe for each of these. Favorite disc?
Buzz.
PD.
Destroyer.
Favorite person to play a casual round with that isn't on this recording?
My brother Joey.
Cam Zaney.
Matt Zanting.
Or Nico Forbes. Sorry. There we go.
Favorite course that you've played so far in your career?
Failure Lake.
These are too hard, man. Oh, Hillcrest.
Man, I need more people. I need more time.
It's rapid fire.
I like the Renegades
Stop
Trail
thinking
at
about it.
CCR
Favorite
Open.
course that comes to
Renegades
mind.
Trail.
That's a
at
good
CCR.
one.
Great answer.
Bucket list course, somewhere you want to get to that you haven't yet.
Winthrop, and I'm going there in the spring.
I'm gonna say the Beast in Finland.
Ooh.
Yeah. Winthrop would also be one I want to go to, for sure.
So I'll give you guys a minute with this one. Your dream foursome. You can include the other guys on this call, but it can be anyone, past or present, playing. Like, take them in their prime. You want to go, like, Ken Climo and
Wow.
Schultz and all that, like, go for it.
Okay.
So we'll give you guys a second to think about it.
Okay.
So no, it's a tough question.
I'll go with my same answer here. Paul Macbeth, Cole Redallen, Kristen Tatar. You get the best player, Paul Macbeth, the best female player, Kristen Tatar, and then I just love Cole Redallen.
That's the very valid answer.
Fair. Okay, I'm
Yep.
gonna
Perfect answer.
keep mine. Paul Macbeth, Simon Lizotte, Nate Sexton.
Also solid choices. And then, of course,
Yep.
Paul Macbeth, because why not?
He's on your hat.
He's
Oh,
also,
He's
you're
on
also
all my
wearing the
hats.
hat.
I got like, I just remembered the other person.
Dude, I'm forgetting so many players. Like
Paul Macbeth, Kevin Jones, and Anthony Barella. I cannot believe I forgot him the first time. I just bought one of those jerseys, the nice like Suns one. I'm gonna be repping that on all the tournaments next year.
I'm adding
Definitely won't
Ricky
lose you if you're
Wysocki
wearing
as
one
a
of those
fifth.
things in Canada.
Ricky Wysocki just seems like so goofy that it'd be very fun.
Well, since Joe's taking a fifth, anyone else wants to grab an extra player on their card, go for it.
I'll take my brother, Joey. He'll join us.
Yeah. I like my foursome.
Nah, take me, Kalan.
Not messing with it. Love it. Well, thanks, guys. I apologize for any of the recording problems that may have occurred. That's either due to my computer connection or Kalan not having internet out in the boonies.
Middle of the city, but yeah.
But yeah, thanks so much for coming on, and look forward to seeing you guys over the summer at all the different events.
Great.
Thanks, appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out, boys.
See you later.